What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's your guy, G, the #1 Cowboy fan. Hampton coming at you live, direct, and correct with some Mo news. That's right, Mo news that you can use. And we want to say thank you for coming on this morning and supporting the Cowboy Huddle. Here we are this morning. We're here on a Saturday morning. So Saturday morning, sit down with your guy, G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hampton. And this is the day before D-Day. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's the day before. So I want to give a big shout out to all the subscribers and all those that follow us, follow this channel on a regular basis. Without you guys, I'm telling you, this is totally impossible. So I give big thanks and big shout out to you guys because of your presence and your support. We are where we are right now. So thank you once again. All right. So, yeah, this is the day before D-Day. Game Day Eve, if you want to call it. But, yeah. It seems that this is another road game in South Florida as the Dallas Cowboys take on the Miami Dolphins. So right now, where it stands right now, it says the spread is 1.5 points. Saying it's been told that Dallas is picked to win by 2 with a 56% chance to win. How about that? So yeah, they're picking Cowboys to win down in South Florida, which that's going to be something to see. This is definitely a big test, okay, guys. This is definitely a big test for our Cowboys, and I got stuff all over the place. Y'all looking at my information. My Kleenex. This is my Kleenex just in case I have to cry. I hope the Cowboys don't make me cry. I really do. I hope they don't make me cry. But looking at this injury report, it's not good. The latest added on the injury report is Tyron Smith. Now, mind you, Tyron Smith is on the Hall of Fame practice squad. Basically meaning he's not doing any physical contact in practice, just basically working on the sidelines, conditioning. And here we are, major back issues. Now, I said this once before, and I'm going to say it again. We took that first pick of the defensive tackle when we should have taken an offensive tackle. I stand by that, and again, here we are. Tyron Smith is doubtful for Sunday's game. This is bad timing. Also on the injury list, Zach Martin. Zach Martin is still doubtful. They're saying that he is making his way and making progress, but it's still doubtful if he plays on tomorrow. And also along with that, we have Jonathan Hankins. Jonathan Hankins basically is another one that has been truly missed in the middle. After seeing that horrendous run defense, he will be missed again. So this is not all of the injury names, but these are just some. The ones that stand out. Now, what is that going to look like with Tyron Smith out and Zach Martin? Whew. It's going to be a test. It's going to definitely be challenging for our Cowboys. So let's talk about the verses. Let's get on to this versus mode, man, because there is going to be a lot of matchups that we're going to definitely keep our eye on. So base number 1, let's talk about this number 4 defense versus this number 5 defense. So you got Miami standing at number 4 with the number 4 ranked defense, and the Cowboys standing at the number 5 position in defense. So this game is really going to lean heavy on our defense. Defense is going to definitely have to keep their offense off the field. And our offense is going to have to keep their defense off the field. And what I mean by that, basically just clock management, time of possession, help your defense out, move the chains, get in field goal range if you can't score, tack on points any way that you possibly can, but your offense has to control this game on tomorrow. I need a Kleenex, like I'm about to cry. Also, let's talk about this matchup, the versus matchup. So you have CeeDee Lamb versus Jalen Ramsey. Oh yeah, give it up. Yeah. CeeDee Lamb right now stands at 103 reception for 1,306 yards with 8 TDs. We finally got our act together, and we found a way to get CeeDee the ball and get him in the end zone. So we figured that out. But it's going to be a great matchup between him and Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey has definitely made this defense better for the Miami Dolphins. So this is something that we have to watch out for. This is going to be a great matchup. So we got to keep our eye on that as well. Also, another matchup, big matchup versus is Dak versus Tua. As it stands right now, Dak has 28 TDs and Tua has 25. No, this is not going to be one of those games that, we just going to jump out there and no. Miami Dolphins is good for a reason. Now, we understand that Philadelphia beat Miami back early in the season. True. Well, Jalen Ramsey makes a difference with that, So, again, that's your matchups. That is your matchups that we need to keep our eye on come tomorrow. Whew. So, also, in Mike's press conference, he says, the team has responded and they will respond to this challenge. This is what's being said. Somebody's at my door. I don't know. I can't answer the door. But again, Mike says the team has responded and they will respond to this challenge. Now, here's a reminder. This coach offense is a lot similar to the 49ers offense. You want to know why? Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Now, a lot of you guys probably already knew this, but this offense is a lot similar to the 49ers offense. And I say that because this head coach was once the 49ers offensive coordinator. And for whatever reason, we have a hard time dealing with this misdirection, these counters, and this run offense, as we have seen from last week. So, yeah, this is something that we have to look out for, but Mike McCarthy said that the team will respond. Now, we understand that, Dallas is good for bouncing back. But this is another 500 team. This is another 500 team that we're playing. We went from one. People say what they want to say about Buffalo, but Buffalo is not a pushover team. They're fighting to get in the playoff. And here we are, standing at 10-4, and Miami Dolphins standing at 10-4. So, the evaluations has begun. All right, let's talk about this defense. Dan Quinn. As you know, last week, we gave up 266 yards to the Bills. 266 yards to the Bills. Now, I mentioned in the last video, I felt that we were definitely outcoached. Buffalo ran a lot of heavy sets, and we continue to run the nickel and dime package. We failed to match up with their offense, and that's how we was basically beat to a pulp. We didn't match up. We're sending 4 guys against 6 and 7 guys. And you would think A professional coach will make adjustments as he sees this. And sometimes you have to basically, you know, do things on a whim. Hey, slide an extra guy down there. We're going to match these guys up, man these guys up, and make this quarterback throw the ball. But for whatever reason, we were afraid of them passing the ball. Passing the ball. So we played the pass and gave up the run. And sure enough, it cost us. So this is what Dan Quinn states. Dan Quinn stated that the biggest problem was tackling and ball hawking. Yeah. He said poor performance. Excuse me, Dan Quinn, you the one called the plays, brother. You are the one that stayed in a nickel and dime package against a heavy-set offense. Poor tackling? Of course it's going to be poor tackling when you got a 300-some-pound tackle going after your linebacker and pushing him 20 yards back and pancaking him on the 1-yard line. That means that is a bad play call on the defensive side from our defensive coach, Dan Quinn. You was slanting right while they was running left. You was slanting left while they was running right. I totally disagree with Dan Quinn, and I'm hoping that Dan Quinn has made some adjustments because it doesn't get any better. This team is better than Buffalo Bills, and it's an AFC team, just as well as the Buffalo Bills, an AFC team. Now we're at the point at where if we're going to say that we're a dominant team, this is the perfect time for us to show that we are that dominant team. Yeah, we have. And people have been saying, yeah, you guys beat up on the tomato can teams. When we did exactly what we supposed to do against those teams. But the test starts with teams like Miami Dolphins, the Detroit Lions, the Philadelphia Eagles. That's where the true test lies, in games like these. Now, I'm hoping that Dan has created some type of run package for this team. I hope I see Rashaan Evans at middle linebacker a little bit more often, and even put Micah Parsons at the linebacker position. He's probably the biggest guy out there out of all the linebackers. I say we have enough defensive end to create pressure on the edges. But Dan Quinn, sir, you have to come up with a game plan to stop this run. But I believe, really and truly, we have our hands a lot more full with this team than we did against Buffalo. Mike McCarthy, just a word of advice. Clock management, time of possession works in our favor. Our best defense will be our offense. So, again, a day before D-Day. Road Warriors? Well, we'll see. And with that being said, guys, I want to thank y'all once again for being a part of this channel. I'm not going to hold you up. I know I probably won't see you guys again until after Christmas, but I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Be safe, enjoy your family, and tell someone you love. It's your guy, G.